The great fundamental issue now before our people can be stated briefly. It is, are the American people fit to govern themselves, to rule themselves, to control them?
Every thoughtful citizen who despairs of war and wishes to bring peace should begin by looking inward.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
We, the people. We, the people, tell the government what to do. It doesn't tell us.
We must stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
We should bring our troops home, change our foreign policy, quit these ridiculous wars. We would be safer and richer for it. You have a government that provides national defense, but you don't have militarism and you police the world.
What is up, retards?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
We are back. It's Sunday, April 20th. It is Easter.
Told you to be here Sunday. Happy Easters.
Yep.
Woo.
Christ has risen.
Yep, he has. It's a good day.
In the end, we win.
Yep. It's facts. Happens.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
How's your Easter Sunday, bud?
It was all right. Hung out with family. Did an Easter egg hunt. Played Uno. You know, Easter stuff. I wore here, I'll show you what shirt I wear. I look pretty cool. Easter shirt.
Easter shirt.
Easter shirt.
Nice. That's very Easter. You gotta wear the pastel
really
colors.
Bright blue.
Yeah, pastel colors for Easter.
Yeah, good Easter though. It was good. Hang out with the sister's nephew. That's about it though. Now I'm here.
Yep. We're
How
here.
was your Easter?
Good. Just went to church with my mom and my stepdad, and then I ate a burrito and then went home.
Hell yeah.
Just been waiting to record
I
this.
eaten today. Yeah. I was waiting to get back. I was like, this is fun and all, but I need to leave. I have other stuff I want to do.
Yep.
But gotta have family time, you know. Jesus, family times, it's important.
Yeah. I think I just saw a ghost on your camera, dude.
What?
I just saw like an orb flying around, like kind of on your right shoulder, and then to the back of your chair.
That's
I saw a
creepy.
ghost, dude. Oh, I see it again.
Whoa! I just saw that. There's nothing there.
Did you see that on your camera?
Yeah, I saw it was like right here.
But you didn't see it go in front of you? Like,
No, I saw nothing.
yeah, there's a ghost in your room, dude.
Is it Jesus?
Yeah, it's
Just talking
Jesus.
about him.
Yeah.
He's rising in my bedroom.
He's rising, dude. I'm rising.
Weird. That was trippy. Yeah, I didn't see anything. I saw a piece of.
Oh, I just saw it again.
Whoa!
Oh, I see more.
Here.
It's like it's snowing in your room almost.
Yeah.
Dude,
Maybe
crazy.
it's my fan is dirty as fuck, so maybe I just have like lint falling.
But
But I didn't notice it until like just now, until we started recording. Now there's shit happening on my camera. Weird. Anyways.
Wow. So yeah,
Happy
this
Easter.
Yes, happy Easter from the Glutton for Liberty podcast.
Yeah. From us to you.
Yep. So yesterday you got your world news. Now we're going to do what's the more important news, the U.S. Because we are the best country in the world.
From America, it's the most important. Yeah. It affects everybody, so we need to talk about it.
Yeah. You guys all around the world, whoever's going to listen to this, need to you need to hear us, dude, because we're Americans. Yeah. We're regular Americans, too. We're not just fucking
right.
All the controlled opposition, all the big timers that you see.
Exactly. We're just normal people.
Yeah.
Reacting to the same shit that you're saying. So.
Yeah.
With our right opinions, though.
Yeah, the correct opinions, of course. We don't miss, dude.
Never.
Yeah, if you want to hear predictions and actual insight on people who are just regular and interested, you come here.
Exactly. I think we need more of that. Need more of that in this world.
We've been getting more. We get more plays on Spotify, which is nice. So thank you guys, and we have like 7 followers on there now.
That's awesome. I appreciate that. The more, the merrier. You guys are all everybody's welcome.
Yeah, it's really 6 because I'm the one that follows the page too. So
It might be 5 because I think I'm following too on my private.
Yeah.
5 followers. Appreciate you guys. You
Yeah.
guys are awesome.
Thank you, all 5 of you, even if they're our friends.
We did just get another YouTube subscriber as well. I noticed.
I did see
whoever
that.
you are, appreciate you.
Yes,
my friend.
thank you. Shout out.
Slowly growing. Yeah. Shout out to all the newbies.
Yeah, we
joining
appreciate
us on our adventure.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys, especially when you watch and like the videos, and we want to see more comments too. We want to see you guys, discuss things.
Yeah, argue, discuss, whatever. Just put it in the comments. Let us know how you feel. Let us know if we're wrong, if we're right. We want to know.
Yeah,
we want to know things.
We're never wrong though, so
yeah, we want to hear your opinion of why you think we're wrong.
Yeah, and then we'll tell you exactly why you're wrong, dude.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go back and forth. We'll comment back. We don't.
Yeah. I don't change my minds, dude. I'm staunch on everything.
Yeah. All right. What was that?
Whoa.
That sound. Was that just the stream? That was weird. All right. Do you have a good view over there?
Yep.
Can you see what I got going on here?
We are up and running.
So, I'm sure everybody's just sick of COVID, but there's some facts about COVID.
Yeah, there's been updates on COVID, so we have to speak on it.
And if you guys don't know my opinion, I thought it was whole lot of bullshit going on, which I'm sure a lot of you agree. But we'll start with the Hodge twins. They said they released a damn virus on us, forced people to take vaccine to make that makes them sick. Stole the election, then locked up people that protested it all. We need some fucking arrests, and we need them now.
I agree with that.
I agree with that as well.
Damn good show.
If you haven't seen the Hodge twins, definitely watch them. They're hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do a pod with them someday.
That would be awesome. That would be so fucking cool. Those dudes are awesome.
Yeah, they're sick.
They're just hilarious. Tired of hearing how we need patient. It takes time. I don't take Democrats no time to take our rights away.
Yeah.
Did I read that wrong, or does that just sound weird to my ear?
You said I don't take, but it's it don't.
Oh,
it don't take Democrats no time to take our rights away.
Okay, I'm just retarded.
Yeah, it's fine. We're all retarded here. We're all retarded on the inside.
Yeah. But no, definitely agree with that. There does have to be some arrests that need to be made.
For sure, dude. That was one of my biggest things. Like, I knew it was bullshit from the beginning. Like, they scared me. Like, I did the mask thing in the beginning, and it was like scared the fuck out of me. My girlfriend didn't take it seriously. Yeah. So I got her a mask. I'm like, here, wear this, and this is serious or whatever. Yeah. And then as time went on, and the more shit that they did, I was like, yeah, I think this is bullshit.
Yeah, this is kind of getting stupid. It sucked because I had the mandatory mask at work too, so I wore masks, everywhere. Same thing. I was also scared of it.
Did we work together at the Scared Heifer, and we had to wear a mask when we worked there?
I think so. Yeah. I think so. Because I just left the fire company I was working at, which is one that just started, and then we masks at the Heifer.
Yeah, it'd be
especially there. Oh, it was so hot.
Yeah, I was cooking on the grill every time I worked. They never let me do anything else, and leaning over that hot ass grill because you do smash burgers there, so that grill's up super high, and fucking wearing a mask the mask is just drenched, dude, because you're just sweating the whole time.
Yeah,
and they don't even do anything.
Packed together with people. I was like, what is this doing? I'm shoulder to shoulder with 6 people in this little mini kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah, and they said social distance and all that. That was proven to be scientifically false. Yeah. And I think more of the points, we're going to look at the website because the Trump administration totally revamped that section of their website, and now they just fucking ousted all that shit. So it's known now that it's a lab leak. Yeah. And remember they said that was bullshit? It was racist?
Right. Yeah. I thought you had more after that. I was waiting. I was like, yeah, I remember. What about it? Anyways.
That's silly, dude. You're like, yeah? And?
Yeah. What about it? That was funny.
That's silly, dude.
So, anyways, yeah, Lab Leak. This is on the WhiteHouse.gov, so you can look at it yourself. If we skip some things, yeah. This shows the origin, the proximal origin of SARS-CoV-2 publication. CoV-2? I don't know what that is. Which was used repeatedly by public health officials and the media to discredit and lab leak theory. The lab leak theory was prompted by the Dr. Fauci, who we all know is a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Pushed to preferred narrative that COVID-19 originated naturally.
Yeah, which was a lie.
Yeah, obviously. Because, the Wuhan lab is called the COVID-19 Wuhan lab or whatever. See what these are. The virus possesses a biological characteristic that is not found in nature. So, obviously not natural.
So they're using science, too. Remember when they said trust the science? So now they're using a scientific process to determine its origin. Mm-hmm. But they don't want to hear that now. Now they don't want to trust the science.
Yeah, for sure trust the science. Trust it. Data shows that all COVID-19 cases stem from a single introduction into humans. This runs contrary to previous pandemics where there were multiple spillover events. So, yeah, there's a single introduction into humies. Into humanies.
Some humies?
Yeah, just some humies. So that's interesting as well, because most, diseases and shit, there's multiple ways of getting it instead of just that single. There's just one way that it got into the human body.
Yep.
So. 3, Wuhan is the home of China's SARS research lab, which has history of conducting gain of function research, which is gene altering and organism supercharging at inadequate biosafety levels.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I mean, that was the whole thing. Like, there was so much evidence that pointed to a lab leak that it was like, I mean, it was just like almost like they just can't keep lying with this. They're gonna have to come out eventually and say, yeah, okay, it came from China.
I remember it coming out fairly quick too, and I was like, okay, now what they're saying is bullshit. Something sketchy is going on with it.
Yeah,
the China virus.
This dumb bitch that I dated was like hated Trump, dude, and I was like arguing with her about this. I was like, so why is it racist that he said it? He was calling it China virus. It's just like the Spanish flu. She's like, because it is racist. Because he's blaming it on Chinese people. It's like, no, it comes from China, dude. They're like, there's no evidence for that. And now look.
Yeah, the Wuhan fucking China. That's why it's called the China virus, yeah. Wuhan, China is where it originated from.
The Kung Flu.
In Wuhan.
Yeah. The Kung Flu, dude.
That's a good one. Oh, here, yeah. The Wuhan Institute of Virology. That's a hard word for me. Researchers were sick with COVID-like symptoms in the fall of 2019, months before COVID-19 was discovered at the wet market.
Yeah.
Also known as the moist market.
Yeah. So fucking moist. The squirt market.
Squirt. It's not pee. That's squirt.
Yeah, it just smells and tastes like pee.
There's that video. There's this. It's so gross. It's really old, but it's off topic. But it's this lady. She's got like Down syndrome or something. She's got some kind of mental problem, but she's like recording this video trying to be sexy and sends it to this guy, and he leaked it on YouTube, which is fucked up. But she's got like this pillow that's just like yellow and gross, and she's like, "You see that right there? That's not pee. Squirt.
Gross,
that's me
dude.
Squirt." And it's hilarious. It is funny though. That's like fucking 15 years old. But anyways.
Yeah.
By nearly all measures of evidence of a natural origin, it would have already surfaced, but it hasn't. So,
boom, roasted.
Most important there. Boom. Idiots. So many dumb people.
Pieces of shit, dude.
This is Wuhan, China. This is the Huanan seafood market. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these right. I'm retarded. But Wuhan, I know how to say that. Wuhan Institute of Virology. Anyways.
Yeah.
Anywho's what's it's. Let's see what else do we got here on this.
Yeah,
I don't have to read all of it.
Yeah, we can look at Fauci though. I would like to see this. What does it say? A full and unconditional pardon for any offense against the United States which he may have committed or taken part of from January 1st, 2014. Dude, they knew what happened. They knew it was bullshit. Yeah, they fucking pardoned him all the way back to a specific date.
Yeah, there's so much trust in this man. It's just from the start, you know, he's a dumb person. What is this? The executive grant of clemency, Joseph R. Biden Jr. What does that say? That's really small. Let me turn this.
Yeah, I can't see
I'm
it
not
on
gonna
there.
read all that. That is way too small.
Yeah,
I don't know how to zoom in on my computer either.
Yeah,
there's a way. Yeah,
yeah, there's a way, dude.
There's a way, but I don't know how. This is 3 hours long, so we're just gonna sit here and this real quick.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be like a 6-hour podcast, dude.
Yeah, yeah. It's Easter Sunday. We're going all night.
Yeah, it's the Jesus special.
Yeah. Here we go. Mask mandates.
There was no
conclusive.
Oh, my bad. Okay, yeah, I'll read them.
Yeah.
There's no conclusive evidence that masks effectively protect Americans from COVID-19. Public health officials flip-flopped on the efficiency of masks without providing American scientific data, causing a massive uptick in public distrust, which is true, dude.
Obviously. That was a huge thing of distrust that I had was the masks.
I was so against that shit. And then they were like, "Oh, you should double mask." Like, what the fuck? And then they're like, maybe even triple mask. Like, they really said that.
To breathe air, not fucking carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
You know?
I saw this meme that was like, you must maintain at least 6 feet of masks away from people. So the dude had like fucking masks stacked on his face, like 6 feet long.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, the reason why doctors wear those masks is for like splatter. You know, it's not even for, you know, airborne anything. It's for splatter, like surgical splatter. So they're not getting it in their nose and mouth. That's why those medical masks exist.
Yeah, and I think the only ones that would actually be effective are the like actual respirators.
Yeah, that's different. Like I did a fiberglass. I built a fiberglass pond one time, and you know the fumes of that are so like toxic to breathe in. You have certain respirators or certain filters, you know, that you put on. And you know, there's different filters for different, you know, toxins and shit in the air. So those do exist, but a fucking medical mask or, you know, those fucking pullover fucking mask things, those do nothing. Absolutely nothing.
There's a speaking of masks, there's a Army surplus store close to my mom's house, and they sell those M50, the military gas masks or whatever. We're thinking about getting a couple of them, and they're only like $150 or something.
That's not bad. That'd be cool to have.
Yeah,
especially if doomsday happens.
Yeah, and they take the NATO canisters too, like the radiation and like, you know, like the NATO ones are pretty much like universal.
Yeah. That's sweet.
Yeah. So next time you're looking for, definitely, if you guys don't know, head to your local Army surplus store and get some tight shit there, either for camping or prepping or whatever.
Stuff that actually works and has been scientifically proven and tested.
Yeah, it's been battle tested.
Things, exactly. Things that work, not just things that you were told on the telly.
Yeah.
I'll read this one too. The 6 feet apart social distancing recommendation, which shut down small businesses, which hurt a lot of people. A lot of businesses fucking.
I got laid off
because of this shit.
I got laid off because of that shit.
Example. Yeah, it's fucked up. Small businesses were closing just because of this shit.
Yeah, they didn't even recover afterwards. We've had a bunch of restaurants here in Colorado Springs that have they just couldn't make it. They made it for like another 4 years and then they had to shut down.
Yeah, and they're just gone for good. Shutdown, I already read that, was arbitrary and not based on science. During closed door testimony, Dr. Fauci testified that the guidance sort of just appeared. So social distancing, also bullshit. Masks, bullshit. This is just showing it was just all bullshit. Like the whole time it was bullshit.
And nothing was based on science either. I mean, they were like literally just winging it, dude.
Yeah, it's just based on control. I remember in Australia, they were like doing some protests down there, and Australians were just getting pushed around by the police from it. Because they had no way of defending themselves from it. That's another story, but it started in COVID. They're like, "Oh, we can protest." They're like, "No, you can't."
Yeah,
what are you gonna do?
I didn't obey the curfew laws that they weren't even laws, but they they instituted a curfew here in the city, and I didn't obey that shit at all, dude. I was like, you can't tell me what to do. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go out if I want to.
I got to a point where I even just stopped wearing masks in stores.
Yeah,
you know, like I would stay away from people just to stay away from the conflict of them being like 6 feet, get away from me, and freaking out. But I wouldn't wear a mask, and like nobody ever said anything. Like,
yeah, dude, I actually appreciated the social distancing thing. Like, I kind of hope we keep that thing going because I just don't like to be near people like that. Like, I'm even weird with getting hugs and shit. Like, if a bitch gives me a hug, like I'm just kind of weird by it because I'm like, I don't know.
I'm not a big fan of being touched either.
Yeah, don't touch me.
Yeah, I'm not a touchy feely person. It's not like at an amusement park, backpacked in this line. I don't want to feel like that at a gas station.
Yeah, unless I'm dating a chick, I'm like, I just can't keep my hands to myself, dude. And not in a bad way, but you know what I mean. I'll touch my girl.
Yeah.
Other than that,
touch her sometimes. I'm just kidding.
Fucking hit her in the face, dude.
Joking. But no, I feel you. If you're actually like, you have a partner, that's a whole different thing. But just random people and even like some family members you're not really close with. It's weird. Yeah, it's weird. Get away from me! Don't touch me!
Don't touch me, brother.
Get away from me! There was one more thing I wanted to read on here.
Was it Andrew Cuomo where he killed all those old people?
Yes. Did he actually? Or is that? Oh, is that this right? No.
Yeah, just read it says evidence suggests Mr. Cuomo knowingly and willingly made false statements to the select subcommittee on numerous occasions about material aspects of New York's COVID-19 nursing home disaster, and the ensuing cover-up. The select subcommittee referred Mr. Cuomo to the DOJ for criminal prosecution. So basically, what he did was he was like, when people were sick. Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo's March 25 order, which forced nursing homes to accept COVID-19 positive patients, was medical malpractice. Evidence shows that Mr. Cuomo and his administration worked to cover up the tragic aftermath of their policy decisions in an apparent effort to shield themselves from accountability. So they were like basically like trapping like people in like nursing homes, old people who were the most vulnerable. They were the ones that were like dying from this the most, and they were like keeping them like quarantined in the nursing home and like killing people and shit basically.
That's insane.
Yeah,
it's insane. Isn't Cuomo
his
I know
brother?
His son, or that's his brother,
Chris Cuomo. Yeah, he's
another fucking cuck. I hate that guy.
Yeah, he actually got fired from CNN.
Yeah, he's kind of turned tides a little bit just because he's gotten so dogged on recently. He went on. He did a interview with Tucker Carlson. I want to say like it was last year, or the year before that, or something. He was like, "No, I don't actually believe all this." Tucker Carlson was just dogging him. He's like, "Oh, so you were spreading misinformation?"
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
Oh, that's Are you sure it wasn't Dave Smith? Because Dave Smith butt fucked him like in front of a bunch of people. It was pretty sick.
That might have been what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Cuomo, I've seen him in a few things, and he's like started because he got fired. He's just kind of turning tides. Like, still like me? Still, I'm not a piece of shit.
Yeah. Don Lemon too got fired, and he tried to do his own thing, and like he only gets like 20,000 views on his videos because he's still so far left.
Right. Yeah.
People just don't fuck with being a leftist, dude.
Yeah. Unless you're fucking absolutely out of your mind. Like, if you're really far left ideology, it's really your only viewers.
I do still know some dumb motherfuckers that are pretty far left. I mean, I don't really associate with them. Not because I hate them, but I hate their politics because they're just shitty. Like, they probably think mine are the same way, too, but I feel like I'm a little bit more grounded in my beliefs.
Yeah.
They're just straight fantasy land.
Yeah. I feel like we make our own beliefs too. Yeah, I think a lot of them are just kind of following. Well, they could say the same thing about us. We're just following the sheep. Like,
yeah, but see, they do a lot of feel good shit, and that's just not the way
more feelings. It's like less logic. It's like the difference between men and women. Liberals are based off feelings, and the right is more just off logic. Common sense. That's why it's the common sense party. But
right.
Same thing. Not saying all women are stupid. Not saying that at all. Just some.
Yeah. Just most of them, dude.
Yeah, and feminine men are also stupid.
Yeah.
Anyways, different topic.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah.
So yeah, COVID was bullshit, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, let me change my view.
Proves it there. This is actual science. Science.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now really trust the science. Oh God.
Oh God.
Right, so I forgot where we are on the lineup here. So this is on that man, I forget his name, who got wrongly deported to El Salvador, but he was an illegal immigrant.
Kilmar Abrego Garcia.
And he was a part of MS-13 allegedly. So this is an interview with the El Salvador president and Donald Trump, and somebody asks about that. So I'll listen to what they've got to say with it about this illegal guy that's illegally in our country.
To help return the man who your administration says was mistakenly deported. The man who was mistakenly deported to El Salvador?
Well, let me ask Pam, would you answer that question?
Sure, President. First and foremost, he was illegally in our country. He had been illegally in our country. And in 2019, two courts, an immigration court and an appellate,
Pam Bonnie's a rhino.
Ruled that he was a member of MS.
She's a rhino? What does that
mean? They're like controlled opposition Republican, basically. So like, she's like facade as like an America First Republican, but she's actually establishment.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. She's just good at talking, I think.
Yeah, and she's got pretty nice rack on her, it looks like.
Yeah. Classic blonde, big boobied lady.
Yeah.
Ruled that he was a member of MS-13 and he was illegally in our country. Right now, it was additional paperwork had needed to be done. That's up to El Salvador if they want to return him. That's not up to us.
See the cameraman pointed down?
Yo, real quick though, do you see like the room? Like everything's just like encrusted in fucking gold, dude.
Yeah, it is. I was looking at that.
What the hell is this?
Like
is that real gold?
Trophies or something up here?
Yeah, they got trophies and shit, like second place ribbons and shit. Fucking
yeah.
Why is everything in gold, dude? Like, what is this? It looks like if the Gilmore Girls won the lottery and then decorated the fucking White House.
Yeah. Well, every time he has a speech, like when he had in here, same room, all fucking decked out in gold. Yeah, they're like, yeah, America, look what we got.
I love gold. Look at those coasters.
Never noticed that. Like even they're all shiny. You got a fucking gold eagle underneath this fucking table right here.
That's pretty sick. I'd rock a gold eagle. I'd fuck a gold eagle.
Yeah, just fucking eagle.
Yeah, I'd fuck an eagle, dude.
Yeah, there's nothing more American than fucking eagles.
Yeah,
it's very expensive to do.
Yeah. Did you know that they weren't recognized as the national bird or whatever until this year? Trump did that finally. Or no, Biden did.
Really?
Biden did, I think.
The actual national. Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? They just did it.
It's been our national bird, forever.
That's what they told us growing up.
Yeah, that's insane. They actually made it official too, though. That's actually cool. See, Biden's administration did do something.
Yeah, that's
with bald eagles.
Bald eagles are sweet, yeah.
Yeah, even though they're not strictly an American bird, because of course Canada has bald eagles as well. It's a North American bird.
Yeah, but I like owls. I think owls are cooler.
Owls aren't cool.
Owls are sick, dude.
They're fucking free. Have you seen them without feathers?
No, they look weird.
Crazy. Yeah, they're like anorexic, just like they're fucking freaky without feathers, but they're all like fat and poofy.
Yeah.
Feathers.
They're pretty cute, dude. I like owls.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm a fan. No, you're good, dude.
That's up to El Salvador if they want to return him. That's not up to us.
Can President Bukele weigh in on
Look at all the gold.
Do you plan to return him?
Yeah, there's tons of it, dude.
Smuggle a terrorist into the United States. I don't have the power to return him to the United States.
You could release him inside El Salvador.
Yeah, but I'm not releasing. I mean, we're not very fond of releasing terrorists into our country. I mean, we just turned the murder capital of the world into the safest country of the Western Hemisphere, and you want us to go back into the
He's got a good point.
Go back to being the murder capital
Yeah.
of the world? That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen outlined it. I don't understand what the confusion is. This individual is a citizen of El Salvador. He was illegally in the United States and was returned to his country. That's where you deport people, back to their country of origin.
Yeah, I fuck with it. I like the President Bukele or whatever. He seems like he's... I mean, he does care about the people. I mean, there was a huge problem with murder there because of the gangs, and he's like, all right, no more fucking around, dude.
Completely flipped it. He went extreme with it, but yeah, you got to. Right?
Sometimes, yeah, we were saying that I think before the pod, right? Like sometimes something so extreme is happening that you need to go to another extreme to fix it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he completely flipped that country around. You know, myrtle capital of the world, and now it's one of the safest countries in the world. Insane. You know, and yeah, that man, he was from El Salvador, then we deported him, and yeah, he ended up in prison there.
Yeah,
not our problem, you know. He was here illegally. It's the law.
Your mic cut out a little bit, and that also reminded me. Was I supposed to give you that microphone?
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that.
That's okay.
We'll meet up soon, and then I'll give you that
next time. I just gotta stick with this guy. I was gonna have a cool mic, but no.
Well, you still need a XLR. You need something that can read it.
Yeah, good point. So it might be better, next time. That way I can actually afford that.
Yeah.
But because I could just go pick that up anywhere, right?
Yeah, you should be able to get one anywhere. I'll show you what I would recommend, but...
Word?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. I got these sweet headphones, though. Look at these things. Whoa!
Yeah, those are pretty good looking, dude.
Yeah, I gave my other ones to my sister. Same headphones, just the cheap versions.
Yeah, that's what I have, the cheap version.
Yeah. Cheap, dude.
Yeah, I still need to upgrade to those other ones I want to get. Because I want to get one that doesn't even have a mic. Because I'm not moving back to console probably, so I'm just going to stay.
That's kind of how I am, too. Like, I don't use this. I guess I used it for GTA, but that was really it. Because I can't use this on my Xbox. But once I upgrade, yeah. Same, dude. Same. But different.
Yeah. It just kind of elevates your shit when everything's like... It's just better, dude. PC's the sweetest.
It is. I agree. 100%. I can do everything on here. Everything. I love it.
Everything.
I think this is kind of like a week and a half old, but I just heard of it, and I thought it's... And Louis C.K., you know, even though he likes touching himself in front of people, it's fine. He posted this.
Yeah.
Apparently, our speaker, Mike Johnson, was on Grindr. Don't know if this is true or not. This is a speculation. But we got some messages here. Change page. Change. Oh, I'm pressing this arrow. I need to press this arrow. So it gets kind of creepy. This is all I could really find. It just has the same little screenshots of it.
You see that?
But
I can't see it.
It says, what luxurious hair you have. And I think the left is Mike Johnson. Or the blue. Thank you. I would return the favor and giving you a compliment, but I don't know what you look like. And then Mike Johnson says, are you in town for a couple days visiting DC? Yes, I am. Are you offering me a tour? And he says, I can give you one. I have a few contacts. We can go to Dabney, which I looked up. It's like a fancy Washington restaurant for dinner. And then goes back to my place, and I can blow your brains out while pulling that luxurious hair.
Nice.
So, what a dirty dog, you, Mr. Mike. This guy said, oh, straightforward. I see especially from a man who won't show his face. And then I think this is what came out after it. So,
oh, that's hilarious.
Apparently, this is the Mike Johnson leak.
Yeah.
Apparently.
What did that guy say? I can see he said, "You're a retard if you believe this." And then Louis C.K. responded to him.
Oh, he says, "You didn't believe the signal chat, so we will be tied." That's funny.
That's funny.
See, that's why I don't know if this one's fully true, because I'm not a big fan of Mike, don't get me wrong, but anybody could pull a picture of Mike Johnson, make their name Mike Johnson or whatever on, an app and just fake a profile, social media profile. But it's hilarious to think that he's gay because I don't like him, and I really hope that he is.
Yeah, but also at the same time though too, who gives a fuck if he's gay? I don't give a shit.
And it's a lot of the left is the one that's bagging on him. It was like, don't you guys protest for gays?
Yeah.
Speaker of the House is, he likes penis.
Yeah,
why are you giving him a hard time?
They only like you if you're just 100% on board with all their bullshit.
Yeah. So a gay guy that goes for Trump is a piece of shit, apparently.
Yeah. Well, Trump did. He had a gay wedding at Mar-a-Lago, and then he also appointed some gay dude to the highest position ever that a homo's held in our government. I don't remember what it's like, Secretary of the Treasury or some shit, or Treasury Secretary, something like that.
Yeah, and they're qualified. He appoints people that are qualified, and they just happen to be gay. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, who gives a shit
it's
if you puffing on Peters?
It's different than appointing what was that one trans dude? What position did they put him in?
The dude that was in charge of disposing nuclear waste, the bald one.
No.
The health one.
Who was it?
The
that Kennedy's in charge of now.
Yeah.
Just because he was trans, he was like, I like doing trans stuff. They're like, all right, cool. You'll be the face of this just because you're trans.
Yeah, just because you're a freak, we're gonna give you the position.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking freak.
Fucking freak. Louis C.K. is kind of a freak, but he's still fun.
Yeah, I think he's one of the goats of comedy for sure.
Oh, of course. Yeah, he opened a pathway for
Shane Gillis, dude.
Your wiener in front of people. Yeah, there's Shane Gillis because of this guy.
If you ever get the chance, listen to the podcast. I think it was a 2 or 3 part, or maybe more. Maybe it was 4. Mm-hmm. He did it with Louis C.K. and they talk about all the presidents. It's super interesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't heard about that one. I'm totally down though.
Yeah. Matt and Shane, dude, secret podcast. Too bad Matt was only available for a couple of the episodes. I like Matt. He's funny. The shaman.
Yeah. The shaman. I've seen clips of that podcast, but I haven't actually.
Dude, it's so good.
Episodes. Yeah. Hi, yeah.
Oh yeah. Ours is good too, though. You guys should like and subscribe.
You should. Ours is even better, actually.
Yeah.
It's the best.
We're gonna start a Patreon and make millions of dollars off of it.
Yeah. If you guys want to see my butt cheeks, it's on our Patreon that we don't have.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I do. Yeah, I know. Some YouTubers will be like, if you want to see the edgy stuff, go to our Patreon. Pay to see the edgy stuff.
Yeah,
if you want to see us talk about terrible things.
I mean, we could start a Patreon. Do you want to maybe think about that?
The future.
Yeah, we could do that. $5 to get the Patreon stuff. That's a pretty good price. $5 a month.
I think so. Yeah, that'd be good. We can post some. Yeah, a lot more edgy. Honestly, that's why people do it. It makes sense. YouTube restricts you a lot. YouTube and other platforms restrict you.
Yeah, and then we could watch. We could also show war shit too, actual war footage that's graphic in nature.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely interesting for us. It'd be a lot more interesting for us to talk about too.
Yeah, to give you guys some raw stuff here. We'll think about it. I mean, we don't want to charge people really. I mean, we'd prefer to keep our content free.
Agreed. But, we'll see. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. If we're going to do this full time, we might have to do that.
Yeah, 100%. So we got what is this one? American.
So this has to do with
Revolution in China.
Yeah, this kind of has a little bit to do with the trade war stuff.
Oh yeah, okay. Yes, China specifically, because they're getting butt fucked with tariffs.
Butt
fucked. They get butt fucked. Yeah, let's check this out. Don't blame China for your problems.
China, you're blaming us, but it's really your own fault, and America now needs a revolution.
They rob you blind, and you thank them for it. That's a tragedy. That's a scam. That's why I'm saying this right now. Americans, you don't need a tariff. You need a revolution. For decades, your government and oligarchs ship your job to China. Not for diplomacy, not for peace, but to exploit cheap labors. And in the process, they hollowed out your middle class, crushed your working class, and told you to be proud while they sold your future for profit. And yes, China made money, but we used it to build roads, lift millions out of poverty, fund healthcare, raise living standard. We reinvested in our people. My family also benefited from it. What did your oligarchs do? They bought yachts, private jets, mansions with golf course driveways. They manipulate the market, dodge tax, and poured billions into endless wars. And you get stagnated wages, crippling healthcare costs, cheap dopamine, debt, and black wave poverty made in China, while they pick your pocket. For 40 years, both China and the United States benefit from the trade, the manufacturing, but only one of us use that wealth to build. This isn't China's fault. This is yours. You let this happen. You let the oligarchs fit your lies, while they made you fat, poor, and addicted. Now they blame China for mess they made. I don't think so. I don't think you need another tariff. You need to wake up. You need to take your country back. I think you need a revolution.
Oh, he has a point.
Yeah, I don't disagree with him at all.
I don't disagree with him either.
Not on one thing that he said. I mean, I know there is something to be said about like China needs to trade more fairly.
Yeah.
But he's absolutely right about all that shit. And a revolution can come in many ways.
About like our jobs are going to China, and I think a big thing that we're doing now is bringing a lot of those jobs back.
Mm.
Which the tariffs are going to eventually do.
That's the goal.
So I think that's the goal, at least. But yeah, I definitely agree with what he said there. Yeah. Takes a Chinaman to tell us that? Jesus Christ.
Dude, I've been saying that shit forever, dude. Like I've been on this kind of libertarian kick for a long time now.
Right.
And though it's not
don't blame us, blame yourself. You're not wrong.
Yeah, you're definitely right, dude, cuz he's right. It's all these boomer fucks cuz they they've totally fucked up everything, dude. Like cuz the generation before them, like the greatest generation or whatever, like World War II, people born in like the 40s and shit, 30s and 40s, they came from a time when they would vote for their future and their children's future. But the boomers and all them, they voted for instant gratification. So then there was nothing left, and then they sucked up all the wealth and shit, and were able to buy houses. And now they're sitting on houses with 400% equity, and we're never going to be able to afford to buy a house ever, dude.
Yeah.
Because they've just destroyed the economy.
I bought my house for $10,000 back in the day, and I'm getting $1 million today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't even afford a fucking apartment. Barely afford an apartment.
Yeah, and I don't want to sit here and just blame everything on them, but at the same time it's they've made it a hell of a lot harder to get ahead.
Well, I think then too is a lot easier to do the whole brainwashing thing. That's what they truly thought and believed. It was just easy to push them over at the time, with propaganda and shit.
Oh yeah.
But then it is today because we have so much more information than they had, so it's all coming to light, and they're not going to admit it. Of course.
Yeah, nobody likes to admit that they're wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
I know I don't, but I never have to because I'm always right. So.
Exactly. Yeah, never been wrong before.
Yeah, I'm never wrong. I don't miss.
Yeah, it's easy for me.
Yeah, I'm like Nikola Jokic during this 2025 season, dude. I don't miss.
Whoops.
I average a triple double every podcast.
That's
every prediction.
That's our Nuggets guy, right? The Russian dude.
Yeah, he's from Serbia.
Or Serbia?
Yeah.
Same guy. I was thinking the same guy, same part of the world-ish.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, it used to be part of the Soviet Union, so he's Slavic. Same shit.
He's Slavic. Yeah, he's Slavic. What else we got?
Yes, next thing. Moving on.
Shooting. This isn't. It's not depressing at all. Just another shooting. Another school shooting. At least it's adult school shooting. Just kidding. That's a bad joke. At least we're not shooting little kids. We're shooting adults in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll start with this one first. FSU community in grief after. It's terrible. As is awful. Hearts go out.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Tonight, the Florida State University campus still in grief as students attempt to make sense of a school shooting that left 2 people dead and 6 others hurt.
I couldn't sleep last night about the fact that, I could have died.
Today, the university's president...
I cut him short. I could have died.
...start on Monday.
We understand that some of you may not be able to return on Monday. It's okay.
Why do they have the music in the background like that?
I don't know. Trying to capture their feelings.
I guess so. We understand. Sorry, that distracted me.
We understand that some of you may not be able to return on Monday. It's okay.
Students telling us it's too soon.
I don't want to go back.
I think it's almost like a slap in the face.
Do you feel ready to go back to class?
No. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I don't think I'm prepared to go back to class. How can I go back to class after that? Like next Monday, I have to go back to that same class.
Police have identified 20-year-old Phoenix Eichner as the alleged gunman. Court documents
He's a
reveal
goober looking.
tumultuous childhood.
Yeah, he's a goofy looking guy.
Eichner's biological parents. His biological mother telling the New York Times she was bewildered by the shooting, had been against the presence of firearms in his life, and was always concerned about her son's mental health. The 2 victims identified as 45-year-old Tiru Chaba, a husband and father of 2, and Robert Morales, an FSU graduate who worked on campus as a dining coordinator and had previously coached football at a nearby high school. Carlos Cruz and his son Miguel have known Morales for decades.
How do you remember him?
I will always remember him with a smile.
The suspect is still recovering in the hospital after he was shot by police. Authorities say he will be facing first-degree murder charges, but he hasn't been charged just yet. Jose?
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Terrible. Yeah. Fuck this guy. I want to hear this guy.
Yeah, dude sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of things going around about his political affiliation, because that's the first thing they do now. Every time there's a shooting, they just try and blame the other side.
Oh, yeah. And the first picture they show, he's got an American flag, military green American flag on his shirt.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
He's from the right. The right shoots schools, apparently.
Yeah.
It's just a bad example. That's guy's a piece of shit. It's
not
our fault.
I heard that he was like against Trump or some shit, and he wanted to start like a revolution or some shit. Oh no, wait, maybe he killed his parents, right? His stepdad and his dad and his stepmom or some shit.
This guy?
Or is that a different one? Oh, I'm thinking of a guy
that's a different one.
Yeah, that was the guy that was going to assassinate Trump. That's right. He was a lefty.
Oh, the one in
he's like a Nazi or some shit. Or they always give him like white supremacists too when they do these.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a white guy. It's white supremacist. It's racist. He had no other reasons but race to shoot up a school.
There's also another one at a high school, and that didn't get national attention for some reason, and it was a black kid.
Yeah.
And that one just kind of went away, and then this happened.
Race if it's a black kid that did it,
Yeah.
Seems kind of wrong.
Yeah,
it shouldn't be race regardless. Like, what was their actual deep intentions for doing this? Both of them, they should both get national attention. It's a terrible thing. Shootings are bad. Don't do that.
Yeah, obviously our society is very sick. Everybody's over medicated, and there's no kind of, like they try and introduce laws like red flag and shit, but that's not how you I don't think that's how you prevent the shooting, because they're gonna do it anyways. Even if you take their guns away from them, if they really want to, they're gonna fucking kill motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
there's how many knife attacks are there around the world, or people like just ramming a fucking car into a crowd of people. That happens all the time.
I don't think it was long ago, but this guy just stabbing spree in the UK.
Yeah.
He did just as much damage just because I guess they're banning like you can't get katanas and shit, like bigger swords in the UK or something. They're like, all right, you get smaller knives now.
Yeah, and I think they're gonna do like on the tips of knives now. They're gonna do like a rounded tip or some shit, like a dull tip, like even on kitchen knives.
So it's just dumb. It's not gonna stop criminals from obtaining those things, you know.
Also, who's doing the stabbings too in the UK? They never look at what the cause is. It's always how do we prevent, but it's never how do we fix. Let's look at the root cause of why these things happen.
They
don't
Obviously, mentally ill people are doing this, and you know, why are they mentally ill in the first place?
They never look for a cure. They just slap Band-Aids on everything.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll just take away more rights because you guys can't have these kinds of toys because you make messes. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
You know? You're not taking my guns away.
No, Trump had a pretty good thing to say about that. Do you have that video next?
Yeah, I got this one next. We got.
Yeah.
Trump says the gun doesn't do the shooting, and that is a very good point.
Yeah.
He's going to talk about what we were just saying. Let's hear from his words.
At the White House with reaction from
Can you turn it up a little?
this evening. Robert,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey there, Anna. And the president has been briefed on today's events at Florida State and says he's watching the situation closely. Just moments ago, in an executive order signing in the Oval Office, he described it as a shame and a horrible thing to have happened. And the federal government is putting resources in motion to assist with the response. FBI Director Kash Patel announcing his agents are on the ground in Tallahassee assisting local law enforcement. You may recall during President Trump's last term, he had to lead the nation through several mass shooting events, including the shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, the 2017 shooting in Las Vegas. And during his first presidency, he pushed for certain...
So that is another thing that I'm very interested in. And we don't have to get too much into it because I actually have a video of it. But the shooting in 2017 in Las Vegas... I guess there's a whole bunch of shit that's crazy about it. Because, like, I guess those windows, first of all, the amount of rounds that he shot, he would have had to, like, shoot and reload 27 different guns, like, within an impossible amount of time.
Okay, yeah. So it was impossible.
Yeah. And then the window that he took out of the room so he could shoot down is installed from the outside and, like, is built to be not, like, broken like that. So there's like no way that he could have done that.
Oh, weird. Yeah, there's like almost some setup behind it.
Yeah. And maybe we'll do... I do want to do like a conspiracy video on that because it's interesting as fuck.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm totally down. Yeah.
There's
look more into that.
Yeah. I'll just put it all out there because we'll have to talk about how these mass shootings could be crazy. Also, when they went to his house, they found that his house burned down or some shit. And it destroyed all the evidence, and there's still no motive. So how did that happen?
Yeah, that's even weirder. So he does something almost impossible.
And then his brother was like, "Oh, I don't think he couldn't have done it. This is not something that he would ever do. Like, this is impossible." And then they found a bunch of child porn on his computer. And now he's gone forever. Yeah.
His brother?
Yeah, his brother.
Or him. Oh, wow. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and there was only about 50 spent shell casings, I guess, in the hotel room. They only found like 50 spent casings. And if you want, listen,
how many rounds?
Like 1,000 or some crazy, like 1,000, 3,000 rounds or some shit.
Those shells would be everywhere if you actually did that. That many.
And and if you listen to the audio, it sounds like an M249, like a M249 machine gun. Or whatever, like the cadence of it does not sound like a bump stock at all, dude. And another crazy thing,
access to that.
Yeah, And another fucking crazy. You can't actually buy that if you had the money, but
Oh, you can. Okay.
yeah, but it would be like probably like $100,000 for that gun alone.
Jesus Christ.
But you can buy a civilian version for like 20, which is just semi-auto. But anyways, I guess there was like some Saudi prince there too, and they were thinking that they were trying to create like a thing to assassinate some like royalty member from Saudi Arabia or some shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Huh.
And then another thing, last thing, we'll talk more about it in another video. We'll do a video where we just go over the whole thing.
I'm intrigued, dude.
Yeah. The sheriff or whatever that was like took over the investigation and that happened in his city. He left after that whole thing, and then he went to Lahaina. So he was the dude that was there for all those like that crazy fire and shit in Lahaina.
Mm-hmm.
So they think that he might be connected.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to. We got to get into that more.
Yeah.
So look out for that video because we're definitely gonna be talking about that.
Yeah, that one's crazy.
That is crazy. That's totally. It just sounds set up. To cause. I don't know, dude. I have to look into that more.
It's crazy.
My mind's kind of blown. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, these are all facts too. This is not the Saudi prince thing, I don't think, but like.
Oh yeah.
We'll look at it. We'll do a video on it. It'll be fun. We do need to start a conspiracy theories for these guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Conspiracy
100%.
theory series.
Yeah, that is a tongue twister. Conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theory series.
Series theories. Series theories. Well, yeah. No, I'm down. Well, we'll dig into that some more too, for sure.
Yeah. For sure.
Let's go back like 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, the 2017 shooting in Las Vegas. And during his first presidency, he pushed for certain gun laws on things like bump stocks, encouraged legislators to look into raising the minimum age to purchase firearms. Our own Libby Dean asking the president about that in the Oval Office moments ago. Take a listen.
There are now 2 deceased following that shooting at Florida State University. Following and amid that, is there any changes that you want to see to gun legislation? Anything you see broken with gun laws in our country?
I'm going to have to look. I'm a big advocate of the Second Amendment. I have been from the beginning.
Thank God.
Protected it, and these things are terrible. But the gun doesn't do the shooting. The people do. As far as legislation is concerned, this has been going on for a long time. I have an obligation to protect the Second Amendment.
Huge W on that.
That's
the president telling us he will
so glad he said
about
that.
the shooting in Florida as the situation
that's
investigation develops. Anna?
Pretty much it.
All right. And
unless you want to
Robert,
watch the whole thing, we can.
No, we don't have to. But yeah, I'm so glad Trump said that because that's a protected right. You can't just alter it willy nilly just because it fits what you want, which is what our state's trying to do. In Colorado, it's not okay.
Yeah, and the thing is too, like. First of all, if you just outright ban guns, it's not going to just fix everything because there's already like a bunch of guns here. Like I think we're
there's more guns deep than into people. I think in our country,
and I think most people own at least 2 guns. Most people that own guns own at least 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
I forget what the exact stats are, but it's something like that.
But like the thing is, if you want liberty, if you want like there's a price to liberty too. That's why you got to look at it. I mean, that's why we still have cars, even though there's like a shit ton of drunk driving, like
you're gonna ban
accidents.
cars. There's way more drunk driving deaths than there is shootings that kill people.
And you actually
don't ban cars.
Yeah, no. And you actually don't have a right to drive. That's not a right. It's not in the Second Amendment that you can fucking drive around, dude.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Can't change that.
Yeah,
it's protected, and I want to say majority would fight against that if that was ever to be a thing. So in Colorado, they're trying to ban semi-automatics, right? Is that what it was?
They want to. They want to do an all-out ban, but they couldn't get that. So what they did instead is they make it so you have to get a license, and then you have to go through training. Which I'm not totally against training.
Training's good, yeah.
But
I think more people need training, but I don't think that should be a reason why you can't buy a gun. I guess.
Yeah, I'm kind of torn.
That's gonna sound bad.
Yeah, like at the same time, I agree that I think you should be required to take some kind of training, like whether it be hunter
Yeah.
safety or just
Maybe
basic
I
safety
think it
class.
depends on the gun. Also,
No, I don't think
You know?
I don't think it matters on the gun. I just think you need to take a safety course before you purchase a gun.
just in general. Yeah,
Yeah,
just gun safety course, especially.
but also
there's a lot of dumb people out there. Bad just waving their guns on, "Ooh, I have a
Yeah.
gun" on YouTube. So
But
it's
also-
embarrassing.
also though at the same time, like the libertarian in me is like I'm a 2A absolutist, so like don't even fucking touch the Second Amendment at all. Don't fuck with
Yeah.
it, dude. You cannot do
Yeah.
anything. Like I should be able to buy guns out of a fucking vending machine, dude.
Yeah, if I want a gun, I should have access to that gun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no
want an
restrictions.
RPG-7.
That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah.
Where would you shoot that though? There's places. Let's go to
Yeah.
Texas. Let's go
Yeah.
to Texas somewhere.
Yeah, we're coming to Texas, guys, someday.
Yeah, someday. Especially if our politics here get even worse, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
We shall sheesh.
pretty set on moving there, anyways. I don't like the snow.
I am
so-
too. I've wanted to for a while, and I lived there for about a year, and I liked it. Maybe not the area, but just there in general. It was
Yeah.
cute.
Yes.
Yes.
Neat thing. Oh yeah, so this is gonna be your. I think we're gonna get an AOC Bernie ticket for the next presidential election.
I have heard something about that. I've heard people saying, "Oh, fucking the AOC and Bernie, 2028 or whatever."
Yep. I think it's gonna happen because she's young, and she's pretty popular with the lefties. But she's even further left than Kamala Harris, I think.
Yeah, but
Which
she
is
also
gonna get them-
like when she's off script, and I feel like everything she says is just extremely scripted. She just fucking folds. There's one interview, and she just was just stumbling over her words. I was like, I don't even say to them. I just caught her in a big ass lie. It was hilarious to watch.
She's so pretty though.
Yeah, pretty and dumb. AOC is. I
Yeah.
can't stand her, but yeah, she's a hottie.
She's a babe.
Yeah, she's a babe.
My ex-girlfriend, you know how you do that thing with your partner where they're like, "Who's your celebrity crush?" or whatever.
Oh yeah.
She said hers. It was some fucking retard from some vampire show, and I was like, "This is gonna sound weird, but my celebrity crush is a politician, dude." I like AOC.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a solid answer.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Scarlett Johansson kind of guy.
I used to be all about her, but I don't know. There's something about AOC, dude. I feel like I could change her. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is.
That's probably what. Yeah, that's why you like her.
Yeah.
I can fix you. You can be fixed.
Yeah.
Like
She
women
can
like
fix
that need to
me.
be fixed.
Yeah.
She can, yeah. We'll meet in the middle somewhere. Maybe.
Yeah. I'll just become more extreme, probably.
Right.
Dating someone like her, dude, will make me just go super hard to the right.
Yeah. And you're coming with me. We're going this way.
Yeah. So yeah.
So what is this?
You want me to read it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. This is developing. New information shows that AOC and Bernie Sanders have been relying on a high-end private jet with operational expenses nearing $15,000 per hour.
That's
to each of their
crazy.
to each of their fight the oligarchy rallies across over 10 states. Yeah. See, this is
$15,000 an hour.
yeah, they've already spent I don't know, millions of dollars, I
she-
think, just flying.
You think what she preaches, she fucking gives a fuck about? It's only if you do it. It's wrong.
Yeah. Why do they need a private jet? Like, I mean, if you're really for the people, wouldn't you just be able to fly like business class? Do you have to fly like all these
Yeah.
super upgraded things? I mean, I understand
exactly.
that you need protection or whatever, but at the same time, it's like we're not afforded the same protection either. Like, and they spend millions of dollars on that too, and they're
Right,
also environmentalists and shit. Like
And you know how much fucking shit jets produce?
yeah.
I forgot what the stats was because Taylor Swift did this. She was flying this jet around, and then she went on and was saying, protect the environment, ride your bike. blah, 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 while I'm going to ride my jet everywhere that I go. That produces just as much, shit into the atmosphere as like 1,000 trucks or some shit, something crazy. I don't
Yeah.
know the exact stats, but it's retarded.
Yeah,
That
they
they can
do.
tell you that and then not follow it.
Yeah, well, she'll like expend like more like because Taylor Swift is like flying for her tour and shit. I think it was
Yeah.
like she did more pollution than like a small city or some shit, something crazy like that. Like
That
the
might have
amount
been
of
what it
people.
was. Yeah. In a week, and it was like it takes 10 years. She did this in a week with her jet or something. Maybe that might be a little stretched out, but
Yeah.
it was crazy. Like, it is a mind blowing how much she produced over what she was telling you to not do. It's
Yeah.
retarded.
And then
So,
all those
they do the same thing.
Didn't we talk about that on the first podcast where there was fuck, what was it? One of those meetings where it's like all the environmentalist people and they're all these rich fucks and then they all fly somewhere to meet and then it's like they have to like destroy like a rainforest and shit to pave the road to get there or some shit like that.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like they're
exactly.
like what's even going on here? Like you have to eat bugs while we fly around the fucking world like spending
Exactly.
millions of dollars.
Yeah. We're gonna make you fake meat, but we're still gonna fly around everywhere.
Yeah.
Fucking so stupid.
Yeah. So the Chinaman was right, dude. Our oligarchs are just pieces of shit, dude.
He was, yeah. He called us out, and yeah, more of us need to hear it. I think a lot of people aren't going to agree. A lot of people on the right are going to be like, no,
Yeah.
no way. A lot of people on the left are going to be like, no
Yeah.
way.
Don't touch Bill Gates.
Yeah, fuck Bill Gates. See, we're taking farmland back from China. I think it was Arkansas that did it first, or Alabama.
In Missouri,
I know
too,
we've
I
talked
think?
about that in a podcast, or one of our videos. But yeah, let's get our farmland back for Bill Gates as well. He doesn't need to own all this. He knows nothing about agriculture.
Yeah, dumb faggot.
Yeah, he hires people to do things for him. He doesn't know how to do stuff without
That's what
money.
they say about Elon Musk.
It's fair. I mean, I guess it's a good argument. But Elon Musk is actually like a fucking genius. Like he's just a smart guy.
He's smarty pants.
Yeah. You'll hear him like talk about things and get into the science with it. I guess Bill Gates does too, but not with fucking agriculture, Elon Musk isn't going to buy fucking farmland because he doesn't know shit about agriculture. He's more focused on space.
Space.
Yeah. Fucking
Nerd
smart
shit.
people with a lot of money. Maybe
Yeah.
I should have been a nerd. More nerdy.
Yeah, I wasn't nerdy about the right things.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Things that people actually cared about.
Yeah.
So this guy,
Luigi,
still having problems. Luigi. How do you say his last name?
Mangione.
Mangione. Mangione.
Mangione.
He's indicted on federal charges for murder of the United Healthcare CEO, which makes him eligible for the death penalty.
Yeah, they can't. He's not eligible for the death penalty under New York law because I guess they don't have capital punishment there. But they really, they really want to kill this dude, which I think because I think they want to make an example out of him.
Right.
Because they're protecting their millionaires, pretty much. They're billionaires, millionaires.
Oh, but they can't kill him in New York. So I wonder what they're gonna do about that, man.
Well, if he's indicted on federal charges, then he'll spend, whatever it is, 4 years in federal prison before they execute him.
Right. Yeah, I don't know much about this case. I know you definitely this guy than I do. But.
Yeah, I mean, he did it, right? They have video and they caught him with a gun and everything. Yeah. But I'm like, I'm kind of the opinion that, like, I think these people do bad shit, like these guys that own these healthcare things, because they deny you coverage, and their job is to maximize profits. It's not to give you health coverage, because then they got to pay out for that. So they are, I think his company too, United Healthcare. So they had like the most denials or whatever So, like, I mean, they could have killed potentially like thousands of people because they denied coverage. So, I mean,
True.
technically, that's like murder, dude. I mean, are you there to help people or to maximize profits?
And I'm sure they've killed more in the past.
Yeah,
over stupid shit like that.
I'm going to say profits. But yeah. That's all they're there for, is to just make money off people. And it's, I don't think murder's right, but at the same time,
I think he kind of proved a point.
Yeah.
know? So, I don't know. It's not okay to kill the guy, but I think he made his statement very clear.
Yeah. I mean, you fuck around and you
condone it, but he had a reason for it, I guess.
Yeah. And it's not the worst reason I've ever heard of murdering somebody for.
He might have saved thousands of lives. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't think anything changed. But he was trying to inspire change.
Yeah. A big story. He looks like a Luigi too.
Yeah, very Italian.
It's just the way he looks. Look at him. Well, just look at him.
Yeah, bitches think he's super hot, which I don't think he's that good looking. He's not ugly, but he's not like that good looking.
He just looks like a person, like just a normal guy.
Yeah.
He's not
he's fucking jacked.
Is he?
Yeah. Dude, shredded.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's
hot,
if I
killed the CEO, if women would think I'm hot.
Maybe.
Would you?
Women are obsessed with serial killers
and murderers and shit. Yeah, I know my sister, the sister I live with, fucking always watching documentaries on that.
Yeah,
one.
They're psychos,
all
dude.
All women do it. Yeah, not all women, but large majority do. Just this infatuation with these fucking bad people.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Yep.
It's not a me thing. I'd rather, war stuff and presidential stuff than, just some random person that just strangled a woman. Doesn't really interest me.
You don't like women killers, dude?
Yeah, I don't go out of my way looking up women murderers. Are women murderers hot? Maybe. Maybe I just unlocked a new fetish. I don't know. Woman murder, woman slasher movies.
Yeah.
Jocelyn instead of Jason.
Jocelyn.
Yeah, just a fucking butch, huge woman with a machete.
8 foot tall bitch.
Yeah. Joe Rogan likes buff women. He'd be into that.
I like buff chicks too.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I'm not. No, I don't hate it. I don't like it. It's just a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer regular looking chick. Like when we went to that restaurant the other day, that waitress was just so average looking that she was so attractive.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, wasn't over. Like, because women overcompensate as well. Like,
and you don't need to. We don't need that.
Don't need to at all.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
I mean, if they do it for themselves, that's fine. But it's like, really, who are you doing that for? Is it for other bitches to make them jealous, or is it because you're trying to attract men?
I feel like that's what it is. They're in just as much competition with women as we are with men. I feel like,
yeah,
so we overcompensate in our own ways, and they're compensating in their own ways, but it's not as big of a topic. It's not out there as much and talked about as much.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing.
I don't even know how I overcompensate. I have like a million hobbies, but I don't know if that's any kind of overcompensation.
Yeah, like I'm not a flashy person. I think a lot of dudes overcompensate with like flashing their wealth and shit. I don't spend all my money on stupid shit, I guess. Well, yeah, that's not fair. I do.
Yeah, I do.
But nothing like, I'm not going to buy like, I don't know.
Gold teeth
or something. I'm not trying to dog a culture. Yeah. I'm not going to get like a watch just because I want to show it off to people. So I don't really care. I have a watch just because it's useful.
Yeah.
Because I use it, not to flash it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got an Apple Watch just because it's functional, but... Yeah. And I got like the expensive one, but I didn't buy it in the intention of like, look, dude, look at my sweet watch. Are you jealous?
Don't get me wrong, I'll walk around and be like, I do like this is cool, it goes with my outfit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm not flashing it around.
I do have a gold watch too with diamonds in it. But I mean, it's pretty flashy.
You're one of those. No, I'm just kidding.
It's pretty nice.
It's fine to look good. I mean, if it's it's nice to look nice and dress nice, but you're not like flashing it around. That's different. It's a different thing. Everything you buy goes towards that. That's a problem. That's overcompensating.
Yeah.
Buying things for yourself is totally fine. I'm not dogging that at all. Buy things for yourself. Honestly, we talked about that before. Like
treat
all this
yourself.
money that we're paying to the government, and we should be able to treat ourselves with this money.
Yeah,
all your money doesn't have to go to bills.
That's why. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that the other day because I was thinking about the boomers, how they think like, well, all you have to do is save up and just stop spending money on stuff and save so you can get this. It's like. Right. First of all, you can't take your money with you. Yes, you do have to look towards the future, but it's like, am I not allowed to have fun for like 7, 10 years, 15 years straight? I mean, the economy is just so fucking volatile, like in our generation, that it's like hard to acquire a bunch of wealth to get to a point to where you can like have something for the future. So it's like, well, I might as well spend it now because it's like
totally
it just keeps going away and.
Yeah, can I trust that this money's going to even be here in the future?
Yeah.
They had the security to save all this money, be bored for 10, 15 years or longer, and then finally, splurge it in their old age. But we don't even have that luck. Will it even be there in the future?
Yeah, I saw somebody comment too. They said their grandma when she went to college for a year, it was like $4,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cheap as fuck.
Yeah. So
$4,000.
And you could get a minimum wage job and you could either do that job for 5-7 years or whatever and be able to buy a house or you could go to college, work the job, and then get into a better job within 4 years and then still be able to buy a house and like have more money. Like we're so fucked
different
in
times. Yeah. we have to think money way different today. I'm not gonna slave away for no reason. I'm gonna treat myself here and there.
Want to have some fun, especially retirement age is 65, I think, or higher. Is it 67 now or 68?
I think it's 67.
So it's like once you get that old, dude, you're like life is almost gone, and then you got like 10, 15 years maybe to chill. But it's like you're already old. Why can't you have fun now when you're young?
Right.
Young enough that your body can handle like doing fun shit and moving around. It's like you just have to spend all your young years working and then you get the last 10 of it to fucking finally do something you want to do. That's so gay.
Yeah. I think you just work towards like how to make more money. And rather than just like how to stack money that's just going to go to bills or be lost in the future anyways.
It's hopeless.
Maybe have multiple incomes, coming in or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just it's different than the boomers time. That was how they did things and they were able to do that. We're not able to do that anymore. So.
Yep.
We got to do it a little different.
Yep.
Yeah. Money sucks. That's why they call it the root of all evil, dude. All stresses and most crimes and shit is just over money. It's crazy.
Most domestic disputes too are about money.
Wars aren't even about territory anymore.
Yeah.
Money, dude.
Money.
All
right.
Oh yeah. But yes, peoples.
Yep. That'll be the show for today, dudes. We appreciate you guys watching, especially if you made it this far.
Yeah, definitely appreciate that. If you listen to the whole thing, you're a real one, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, we love you.
Let us know if you did make it all the way through.
Yeah. If we get 10 comments on this video, I'll kiss Caleb in his face.
We'll record it. No. He's not kissing me in the face. Don't fucking comment.
Please don't comment.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah.
Watch, we just get a bunch of comments now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one guy commenting.
Nothing, dude. Yeah, that doesn't count. Has to be
that doesn't.
People.
Yeah. You're going along with it now.
10,000.
Yeah, 10,000.
That's different. I'll go gay as fuck for 10,000 comments.
Yeah, I will too, dude. I'll do anything for 10,000 comments.
Yeah. Yeah. 20,000.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. We won't go into that. Yes.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Do appreciate you guys though.
Yep. We'll catch you guys next week. Look out for more videos during the week too. We haven't been doing a whole lot lately, but we'll get back on
This
it.
week we'll get some stuff in there. We'll do it for you guys. Because it's
Yep.
fun for us too.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
Yep. You can also catch us now on Apple Podcasts too. So.
Ooh, yeah. Check out Apple Podcasts. We got Spotify. The YouTube is also
Yep.
Facebook. I guess not really TikTok. We're not doing too much shorts, right? We'll get there.
Yeah. Word. All right. Peace out, dudes.
Bye.
The roof is on fire. The roof is on fire.